What the F is up, guys? Welcome back to episode 7 for the Get to Know Me series. We are talking all about fitness today. Roll the intro. Hey everyone, hope you're having a great week so far. Welcome back to Living by the F Word. Just want to once again thank all of my subscribers who are sticking with me through this very long series, much longer than I anticipated. I was doing this series for my 1-year YouTube anniversary, which was in the month of June, and I thought it would be a fun way for everyone to get to know me. And then now it's kind of just been spread out, and now it's taking up all of June and July, but that's okay because I know that my subscribers are enjoying it. So really thank you guys so much for sticking with me. And if you're new and coming across this video, my name is Jess. I'm a fine artist, flight attendant, and festival enthusiast, and I love F words. Hold up a second, let's rewind, shall we? Yeah, that clip there, that's me working out in my gym on the step workout bench and using step plates. It was something that I really enjoyed doing, and I haven't been able to get into the gym to do that. So today's intro is going to be a little chatty before I dive into the questions. So if you want to skip ahead to the Q&A style questions, I will link the timestamps or the chapters in the description box below. So go ahead and skip ahead. But I just want to give a few shout outs to some fellow content creators right now. First of all, I want to thank BB Hal and Aura Life with Ash. They basically convinced me to go ahead with this video. I really kind of didn't want to do the fitness is my F word video. And reason being is because I don't feel like I am at my best shape right now, fitness wise. I really have been not doing so well exercising from home. I haven't really been exercising at all during this entire quarantine. I was running a little bit back in May and June when the weather was nicer, but now it's super hot and humid and I have a lot of trouble running in that type of weather. But I did just order a step bench and step plate weights, which I really love to work out with. I worked out with them in the gym all the time. It's a really great workout to get high intensity cardio in between your reps, and it's very versatile and you can do a lot of things with it. So I just ordered that because I don't think I'm going to be able to afford my gym membership if the gym does open, because I might be losing my job. So there's all these factors that are going on right now. So I really was procrastinating filming this video. In fact, right now, the day that I'm filming it is normally the day I would release it. So I'm a little behind. So I just want to thank those ladies for kind of pushing me to tell my story anyway, because that's part of the journey. We're not always at our best. I also want to shout out Shirley Delgado, who sent me some awesome stickers, and she also just started a series called Fitness Fridays. So go check her out. She's a fellow festival content creator as well. And then Rave with Shay, she just sent me an awesome care package. It was actually not a care package. It was a giveaway she did on her Instagram that I actually won. So, but there was just so much stuff in it. I feel like she gave me extra stuff. So it was really sweet. So I just want to thank those 4 ladies so much. And I want to thank all of you for, supporting this channel, because it means a lot to me. Some days are way harder than others putting yourself out there, and today is one of them. Talking about fitness right now while I feel kind of chubby is gonna be a little hard for me. So thank you so much for your support. Let's get into the first question. Question number 1 is, what got you into fitness? So wow, it was a long time ago, and which is another reason why I need to be pretty easy on myself, because almost 8 years ago was when I really got into getting into shape, and I was younger, so it was easier to get into shape quickly. So I need to go a little easier on myself when my body doesn't transform as quickly. But yeah, about 8 years ago, I got into fitness. I actually turned something negative that happened to me into a positive experience. I had a suspended license for quite some time, and I really had nothing to do, so I started running to the gym. And and I would run 2 miles to the gym, I would lift weights, and then I would run back, and that's basically what I did every day. And I got into really great shape. I was super shredded. A lot of the motivation was also to get into shape for Ultra Music Festival, which was the first rave festival I was going to, and I knew I had to be in a bathing suit, and so there was like a lot of factors that kind of got me into fitness, but that was really the main motivation. And then also just being bored with my life and having to do something for myself to change my life and for that particular time period. Question number 2 is, what do you do to stay fit? So I've kind of mentioned this a little bit, but I really like lifting weights. That is something I really enjoy doing. When I first started lifting, I was super into watching videos on bodybuilding.com. I just felt like they were such a great resource. They have videos on how to lift properly, how to work different muscles groups, and that way you have the correct form. And yeah, I just had a moment where I thought I wasn't filming, so I had to double check. But yeah, lifting is one of my favorite things to do. I also enjoy TRX, and I actually have a TRX here at home, but that's another one of those things where I'm having difficulty exercising outside. I get very overheated. So I'm trying to figure out ways that I can exercise more, which is why I'm excited, because I just ordered Step Fitness and step weights to come to my house. So I'm excited to get back into it, and I hope I can. I just miss lifting so much. I also enjoy doing Synergy. So a lot of the Massa fitness group classes I really enjoy. I like Synergy, I like Group Power, Group Core once in a while. So I'm really into that, which is why I ordered from the Step, and I'm hoping I can get back into those classes watching via YouTube. All right, do you like indoor or outdoor exercise? I mean, I guess it kind of depends, right? Obviously, if it's raining, I don't really want to be running outside, but when the weather's nice, I do like running outside. It's just a nice feeling to look around, and I actually stop and smell flowers. I guess I'm a weirdo, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I prefer indoor exercise though, because it's air conditioned, there's a fan, I tend to not overheat as much. There's just, I don't know, something about being indoors that helps me personally. So kind of depends on the situation. What do you do for cardio? So I do run. I used to run. I haven't really run in a while, but I run. I just know that that's a way for me to shred fat. That's what's worked for me. Different cardio works differently for different people. I also really like high intensity training. So with the step bench and the step weights, what I do is I'll do bench step ups. You could do just like high intensity style exercises in between your reps, and so I enjoy doing that type of cardio, because you could do a workout for basically like a 1 hour workout, and you'll still get 20 minutes of cardio in, because instead of resting during your reps, you are doing cardio, whether that's jumping jacks, goblet squats, bench step ups, you know, you name it. Walking lunges, skipping, it just depends on what you want to do. There's so much, jumping rope, there's so many things that you can do in between to keep your heart rate up, and so that's also a way of cardio that I really like. What are your fitness goals for the rest of the year? Well, once I get my equipment here, which probably won't be for 3 to 4 weeks because of COVID, unfortunately, I really just hope to incorporate at least a 1 hour workout into my routine daily. I can't wait to start lifting. It gives me definition. So I just feel very toned when I lift. I feel powerful. I feel like I have a lot more energy. And I guess my goal would be to drop 10 pounds if I could. I know that seems like excessive. Some people might think I'm overreacting, but I just know what I look like when I'm at my best, and this is not it, which is why it was so hard for me to come out with this fitness video. What is my biggest challenge when it comes to fitness? Well, clearly it's staying consistent. Yeah, I think that adapting, staying consistent, the hardest part about fitness, I think for anyone, is just doing it. Once you start doing it, you get into a groove and you just keep going, and it's hard to stop. So that was always the hardest part, was actually getting up, going outside, going for a run. Getting up, driving to the gym, going to the gym. But once you're there, and once you start doing it, it's really easy to get that workout in, and you just feel so much better. You have so much energy. I think my next biggest challenge when it comes to fitness is gonna be actually doing the work at home. So I'm going to bring the step and the plates and all that into my studio here, which I really don't want to do, but I have nowhere else to put it and work out, and I'm just hoping that I actually get the workout in. I better, since I spent a lot of money on it. But I actually, in the long run, am going to be saving money because my gym is super expensive. So if they open back up and I lose my job, I won't be able to afford it. So I'm hoping in the long run, this is going to keep me in shape for a good price. What type of fitness skill would you like to learn? I've always wanted to learn how to do a handstand. I know that it seems kind of strange, like a strange skill that you'd want to learn, but I always see people taking these beautiful photos, handstands. So basically maybe some type of strength training through yoga is something I would like to do. Doing synergy in yoga is pretty difficult for me. I've been trying to do that every once in a while, and it's still really hard. People think it's easy, it is not. And so I guess strength training, handstand, something like that is something that would interest me. Also calisthenics, so people that like flip around on the bars, kind of like gymnasts, but I don't think I will ever get into that. I think that's just like a skill set that fascinates me and I enjoy watching it. When do I like to work out? So typically I like to work out in the afternoon, which for a lot of people, they prefer to work out in the morning as soon as they get up. They like to start their day, get the blood flowing. I just am not like that. I like to wake up, have my coffee, chill, get up to speed with what I need to do for the day, get my stuff done for the day, and then like in the afternoon, I like to take a break and I usually like to work out. And I think that's also just because that was my schedule for so long. When I first started working out, I would run to the gym and I would work out in the afternoon when there was no one there. I love having the gym to myself. I don't like when it's busy, so that was another thing. And then I would run back and go to work. So that's kind of just like the mentality I got into. And when you start making things a habit, you just kind of get used to that. And so I still, to this day, pretty much work out in the afternoon. Next question I have, is it hard to work out while you're on the road? So I'm a flight attendant, so that's what that question is pertaining to. And yes, it is, because sometimes the hotel gyms are not that great. They're basically just a room with one treadmill and maybe a couple free weights if you're lucky, and a bench. And then if someone else is in there, then it's really hard to work out. And then obviously once the pandemic started, all these gyms have been closed. So yes, it's super hard to get motivated, but I sometimes do a good job. I obviously haven't been working, so that hasn't been an issue for me, but next month I actually am flying, so it'll be interesting to see if they have the gyms open or not. I honestly have no idea what's going on. I really haven't gone away on a trip with a layover since March, so it's been a minute, and even with March, everything was closed. So we will see. If you guys want me to do a vlog or something, let me know. I'm thinking about maybe doing a work vlog, since I don't know if I'm gonna have my job come October, so we'll see. Okay, so what motivates you to stay fit? The question is. I think just being a part of festival culture in general, I know that I like to look fit. Personally, I like wearing crop tops. I like showing my skin. I like wearing shorts, you know, rave attire. There has been a great amount of support for people of all shapes and sizes within the rave community, way more recently than in the past. And so I think that's amazing. I think there's so much support no matter what your size is. And I, quite frankly, like, whatever is best for you is what's best for you. But for me personally, I know that I like to stay fit. And so that is kind of what motivates me. And also, I know that I have more energy when I exercise. Lately, I have been feeling so tired. I've been sleeping like 8 to 9 hours. And when I exercise, I could sleep 6 hours and get going. So there's a big difference when you exercise. So I guess those are the things that motivate me. Going off of that question, what struggles do you face with fitness? Well, if you watched my food is my F word episode of the Get to Know Me series, you know that I have a sweet tooth and I'm a little fatty. I love food. So I think that is one of my struggles with staying fit is the diet. I definitely have disciplined myself before, and I've stayed super fit and I've eaten clean and been really, really good about that. But then there's other times where I've just been eating stuff that I know is not good for me. So I guess the self-control and the diet along with the exercise is probably one of my struggles. Next question is, what's your favorite outdoor activity besides the gym? And I would say hiking, even though I have not been hiking in so long. I definitely, or exploring a city, just walking around in general, I think is a really great way to exercise. But yeah, I would go with hiking because you have super nice views and you're out in nature. So depending on where you are, you could have a really great workout and hike. Last question is, would you ever enroll into a competition or a race? Quite honestly, I've always been against it. Just because I know how I am, like I get overheated very easily, and I'm scared that if I enter a marathon or if I enter something like a Spartan race that I won't be able to complete it, and then I'll feel down on myself. I have thought about doing women's fitness competitions before because I've had some friends that have done it, and I'm not talking about getting super shredded, but just like toned and entering like a contest. I think that would be a really great accomplishment because you have to be super disciplined to enter one of those competitions and really transform your body. So I think that would be a challenge, and it would also be rewarding because you would see the differences and your change over time. But quite honestly, I've never ever really thought about entering a competition. Well guys, that wraps up the Fitness is My F Word for the Get to Know Me series. Once again, thank you for all the ladies that supported me in sharing this video, and for all my subscribers that support me every day, every time I upload. I really appreciate you guys commenting, and I really appreciate you guys watching. I know that this series has been so much longer than we've probably all expected, but I really do really appreciate you guys watching. And we have one more after this, just one more for the Get to Know Me series, which is Fulfill It Yourself. So that will be a fun one, and can't wait to see you in the next one. Peace.